This is a review for the Medify MA-40. This unit is about 22 inches tall, 10 inches wide, and 11 inches deep. The unit weighs just over 15 pounds. This unit has a single combination filter. It consists of a mesh pre-filter, a HEPA filter, and a carbon filter. Air enters the unit through the back grill here. It goes through the mesh pre-filter, through the HEPA filter, through the carbon filter, and then it exits through the front here, through the front grill that you can see here. This unit has 3 fan speeds. There is a speed 1, a speed 2, and a speed 3. This unit outputs at approximately 230 CFM, and it usually retails between $220 and $300. So what do we like about the MA-40? The first thing that we like about it is that it does have a good quality particle filter. That is, it does have a HEPA particle filter. Now, this unit's particle filter is advertised as being an H13 HEPA filter, but that is essentially nothing more than a true HEPA filter. H13, H14, and so on and so forth, those are simply classifications that are used in Europe. H13 equates to 99.95% efficiency, filtering particles larger than 0.3 microns. For a particle filter to be classified as a true HEPA filter in the United States, it has to have 99.97% efficiency, filtering particles 0.3 microns or larger. So you can see how those two filter classifications, H13 and true HEPA, those are essentially the same in terms of the efficiency rating of the actual particle filter. Another thing that we like about this unit, in addition to its good quality particle filter, is the fact that it also has a very good quality gas filter. The gas filter that's in here is an activated carbon filter, and it's an activated carbon filter that actually uses pellets for absorption of gases. And those pellets have a lot of surface area, which maximizes the efficiency of the filter at absorbing gases. The last thing that we'll talk about in terms of what we like about this unit is its form factor. It is a very compact air purifier. This is essentially a tower unit, so it has a small footprint for its size. So that is a positive for it. If you're trying to fit an air purifier in as small of a space as possible, this unit does have a small footprint for the fact that it is a tower unit. Moving on to things that we dislike about the MA-40, the first thing that we'll talk about is its pre-filter. Now, earlier we talked about how the quality of its particle filter is good and the quality of its gas filter is good, but here we need to talk about the quality of its pre-filter. And the quality of its pre-filter is just not very good. Top-rated units that we do recommend, they have a separate, washable, much higher quality pre-filter than the pre-filter that you get on this MA-40. Another negative for the MA-40 is that it doesn't have any lower fan speed that is highly energy efficient and very quiet. On its lowest fan speed, this Medify has a CFM to watt ratio of 4.4. The top-rated Koei Mighty, for example, has a CFM to watt ratio on its lowest fan speed of about 19.9. So the Koei is essentially 5 times as energy efficient as the Medify on each unit's respective lowest fan speed. On its lowest fan speed, the Medify was also measured at a noise output of about 50 decibels. For comparison, the Koei was measured at 40 decibels. So again, you can see the discrepancy there between a top-rated unit on its lowest fan speed and the Medify on its lowest fan speed. The final negative for this Medify MA-40 is the actual value of this unit. If you're looking at this unit, if you're comparing it to top-rated units, this unit is definitely much more expensive considering the output and the filtration quality of this unit compared to top-rated units. It has similar output to top-rated units, slightly less, but still similar output to top-rated units, but it is usually considerably more expensive. The filters also on this unit tend to be more expensive to replace. So overall, the value on this unit is not as good as it is for top-rated units. Comparing the MA-40 to other Medify air purifiers on the market, there are several smaller Medify units that are very popular. One example is the MA-25. The MA-25 retails for quite a bit less, and it also has considerably less output. It outputs at about 150 CFM compared to the approximate 230 CFM that you get with this MA-40. There are also several larger units that are popular. The MA-112 is an example of one of such units, and that unit is larger and it outputs more than this MA-40. The MA-112, it outputs at approximately 560 CFM, so considerably more output than this MA-40. When it comes to those other Medify options, we generally do not recommend them because of the value proposition for those units. The MA-25, again, outputs at about 150 CFM, and it also retails for about $150. And that's just not a good combination in terms of price and output. And so we would not recommend that unit because it doesn't offer a very good value. The Levoit Core 300, it outputs at a similar output as that Medify unit, and it is only about $100, so considerably less expensive. So we would definitely take the Core 300 over that smaller Medify unit. Value is also an issue for the MA-112. That unit, again, it outputs at well over 500 CFM, but it also retails regularly for well over $500. So that is not a good value. You can get much better airflow at a lower cost with alternative options. And now moving to our bottom line recommendations for the MA-40, the same concept applies to the MA-40 itself. This unit is usually significantly more expensive than top-rated units with less airflow. The MA-40 regularly retails for over $250 at about 230 CFM of output. The top-rated Winix 5500-2 retails for about $160, and it outputs at approximately 250 CFM. The Winix also has a higher quality pre-filter than this Medify unit, and it has the same quality HEPA filter, the same quality gas filter, carbon filter there. It also has a pellet-based carbon filter. So in terms of filtration quality, you get the same or better with the Winix, and you get more airflow at a lower price than this Medify unit. Add in the other negatives we mentioned earlier, and you can see how we generally do not recommend this unit over top-rated units. See the description of this video for a link to the latest updated list of all of the air purifiers we recommend, and thank you for watching.